hot springs once inspired the Romans to settle in a valley below the Celtic Oppidum that they had just destroyed. However, today's Aix-en-Provence and its numerous lanes offer far more than simply water. Aix is one of the most beautiful cities in France. The numerous fountains within its old and majestic squares highlight the city's unique ambience and romantic character. More than 40 spectacular fountains cool down this ancient town in the hot months of summer, when both foreign and French tourists visit the city. Nearly all of its splendid buildings and wonderful avenues date back to the 17th and 18th centuries, the Golden Age of Aix-en-Provence. However, some of the less worldly buildings of the town's historic centre also attract much attention. Aix has been the capital of the Counts of Provence since the 12th century. However, it was only later that the city became an important centre of culture. The City Hall was built between 1665 and 1670 by Pierre Pavillon. The Hôtel de Ville is one of the most impressive buildings in the old town. There are several inviting cafes here, and one of the city's most famous sons, Paul Cézanne, adored this place. Following its affiliation with France in 1481, Aix became the seat of the Provençal Parliament. In reality, a symbol of three elite classes that consisted of the aristocracy, the clergy, and various wealthy citizens. The university was founded in 1409, the year when Ludwig II of Anjou and the so-called Good King René made the city famous. Around 100 years later, the town's citizens managed to obtain another very socially important monument, the Saint-Sauveur Cathedral. In those days, both university life and religion were united. Christianity was a compulsory subject of those early students. Although the western facade of the cathedral is of late Gothic design, its origins date back much earlier. It is believed that in the 5th century, the city's first Christian building was constructed here above the remains of an ancient temple dedicated to Apollo. The The design of the church was created in 1323, when its construction also began. It was completed in 1513. There is no other building in the city that unites as many historical styles and epochs than Saint-Sauveur Cathedral. Gothic facades are few and far between within the religious architecture of this region, thus highlighting the value of the church in this, the former centre of a Roman colony. The diversity of the architecture is particularly evident within the interior of this church that has been subjected to much transformation with the passage of time. Christian belief has a long tradition in Aix-en-Provence. The town was first mentioned as early as the 5th century AD. In the 17th century, the town became the official seat of the archbishopric, whose power steadily increased in subsequent years. Unlike the nearby Baroque-style Archbishop's Palace that was built around 1650, large areas of the cathedral are relatively plain. But the simplicity of Saint-Sauveur Cathedral belies the unique rich treasures that it contains. The oldest part of the church, the 5th century baptisterium with its 8 Roman columns, is a reminder of early Christian times. For art historians, this Zentralbau is tantamount to a precious jewel, for underneath the baptistery are the foundations of an ancient Roman forum. Tapestries from Flanders are also well worth seeing, but the most important work of art within the cathedral is the triptychon. The Burning Bush by Nicolas Froment, that dates back to 1476, is a major work of art that emanates from Avignon's famous Academy of Arts. Aix-en-Provence has a proud and colourful history. As a centre of education and fine art, this elegant city continues to be a rich source of creative inspiration.